Welcome to Space Engineers, Starboat 96. I am your host and narrator, Mr. Raymond Blair. After the initial lunar trial run, the Starboat has been refitted and assigned to patrol the Ceres system. I complete my start of shift hygiene routine, and at the briefing I see everyone is wearing pink. So I asked an ensign why this is, and she replies that it is Pink Friday. Even the executive officer is wearing red. It is fun and good to see the crew in good spirits. We have just jumped into the grid sector occupied by an old civilian vessel christened Jenny. Having relieved the executive officer from the helm, I take on the responsibility of aligning the Starboat to match the relative plane of the Jenny. The proprietor of the Jenny has asked me to board her so that we can meet in person. I do not refuse, and I'm also excited to fly the newly acquired Model 2 Interceptor assigned to the Starboat. Like all used vessels from Martian industries, it is out of date. However, it is light and nimble, easy to control, and a good machine. Also, it is small, as it becomes plainly obvious that the civilian Jenny has limited space within its rickety bays. This is literally a catwalk made out of sheet metal held together within a framework of glass. I asked the proprietor concerning the state of the Jenny, but he assures me that the vessel is up to code. Looking around, I highly doubt that this is the case, but the crew seems to be content with their living standards. The one thing I cannot ignore is the dilapidated state of their nuclear reactor. I will put this in my next report to Lunar Command. Speaking with the captain, he informs me significant pirate activity here at Ceres, and the SPRT salvage drones are harvesting a nearby derelict. So, he requests my assistance in securing this prospect, and of course I agree. I gotta say, I feel much safer in the Interceptor than I do on board the Jenny. The captain and the crew have their methods, however, and the Jenny really surprisingly holds up where it counts. Between the Jenny and I, we make short work of the salvage drones and nascent defenses. Upon my return to the Starboat, a turret from the Jenny fires upon me by accident. The Jenny's engineer deeply apologizes for the malfunction, stating that the friend or foe identification module somehow short-circuited. Probably rats chewing through the wires. This is my muse. Accidents do happen on the job. At least there was no workplace injuries. I'm just going to have to buff out all of these bullet holes out of the Interceptor at a later date. Those drones came from somewhere, and my communications and sensory information officers, they report a nearby SPRT outpost is in the area. So I go to the periscope, and I find the outpost, and order the Starboat to move into an attack position for an artillery engagement. Aligning to the outpost's relative plane, I open up with 3 salvos of my dual fixed mounted rail guns. With railguns, the damage may not be apparent at first, but the hope is that the penetrating rounds hit vital internal systems or disrupt life support functionality. In Phase 2 of the bombardment, I launched 3 salvos of 2 T4 MLRS torpedoes. The T4 MLRS torpedo shoots multiple rockets at the outpost as it approaches before the ballistic impacts, setting off the warhead. These salvos of this ordnance seems to be effective against the outpost's defenses. Being the space cowboy that I am, I get into the Model 2 Interceptor and do a flyby. Even though the bombardment did significant damage against the outpost, it still has an adequate amount of defenses remaining to repel approach. So I retreat with haste before the Model 2 blows up. This was a bit reckless, as the condition of the Model 2 testifies while sitting on the repair deck. CIC is informing me that energy signatures are coming from the surface of Ceres on an intercept course. This is concerning, as it means that the outpost has sent a successful emergency communication and possible reinforcements and/or heavy ordnance is incoming. We will tackle those challenges in the next episode, as this one is at an end. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Until next time, take care.